Hi, I'm Jeffrey, and this is Life with a Pipe. Thanks for joining me again today. I've got a lot that I want to fit into this video, so hang in here with me. There will be chapter markers in the show notes if you want to bounce around. I totally get it. To start with, happy Meerschaum Madness. This is my only block Meerschaum pipe. I will say I do have a tiny little tasting mirror. It's pressed mirror. Very different smoking experiences. The block Meerschaum is definitely the drier smoke that you hear about from a Meerschaum, whereas the pressed is, they use a resin to keep it all together, so it does not have the same absorbing qualities to it. I love the red on the stem, army mount. Wonderful way to go for a Meerschaum connection for the stem. I like it. The silver rim, I don't think I'll do a silver rim again. You can't stoke the pipe. Well, you can, but you should use something like a lighter because you will burn your fingers. It gets really hot. In it, I am smoking the very first Burley Flake that I have ever experienced. Last night was the March meeting for the Miami Pipe Club, and one of my friends there, Nick, thank you, Nick, gifted me 2 bowls of Masshole from Watch City Cigar's recent drop of that particular Burley Flake, and he's been loving it. He purchased a pound. He's probably through half of that, and I was grateful for the opportunity to try it. I wanted to buy some, and I was thinking about it and hemming and hawing, and it looked like it was available on their website until you went to add it to your cart. And then when you added it to your cart, it wasn't available anymore. So thank you again, Nick. Really appreciate this. And I wanted to taste it in a Meerschaum, get the full effect. I didn't have any expectations. It is a Burley. It's very nice, nutty. There's a slight sweetness to it. Still on the very dry end of sweetness, like I'm talking in wine sweetness, dry side of sweetness. Like you would expect from a nut or something. Very enjoyable smoke. As I'd mentioned, I am going to be fitting a lot into this video. I hope nobody is offended that I smash all these things together here. I'm just really strapped for time at work, and I wanted to get this together and done in time, in a timely fashion. So to get everything done, I'm just going to do it all together here. One editing session, one posting. Right after IPSD, I had a project start at work, and it is ramping up to be really intense, and my watch time and my commenting is way down. So if you're not seeing me in your comments, don't take it personally. Life is happening, and I want to keep making content even though I may not be participating back as much. Just know that I love you guys. This too shall pass. So first order of business, a VR for Mark over at Leaf and Briar. He is celebrating his 100 and upcoming 200 subscriber milestones. Congratulations, Mark. Well deserved. Loving the Cob Snobbery series that you're doing. And thank you so much for the GA opportunity. The pipe that you had commissioned for this is gorgeous, and the winner will be lucky to have it in their collection. As you will see here in a moment, it will be a big step up for my collection on the Cob side of things. Let me set this down for a moment and I'll show you. So I have 4 Cobs. These were the first two. These are Missouri Meerschaum Legends, bent. I'm not a straight pipe kind of guy. Bent pipes. And these are my workhorse cobs. You have seen me smoke these in a lot of side-by-side tastings on this channel, and you will continue to. I love these pipes. They are great. I did the pipe mud trick where you fill in the base underneath, because the Legends are the cheap model. So they have the pith on the bottom. They do not have a wood plug. You need to treat the bottom of these bowls to make them last. These are 10 years old, roughly. Yeah, more than that, probably. I've been smoking since 2013. So yeah, these are more than 10 years old, and they have been wonderful to me. I don't smoke them with filters. They are 6mm filters. I never have, never will. I love the open draw on these workhorse pipes. When Missouri Meerschaum came out with their Cob series, I fell in love. I bought the Elf, the Shire, and I no longer have it, but I also bought the Dwarf. The Dwarf I gave to a friend. It was his very first pipe. He had asked me if I would share with him piping, and I was very pleased to do so. He is a Lord of the Rings fanatic. He had his office decked out in really cool decor, and I wanted his first pipe to lean into his love for Tolkien and the Lord of the Rings and that, so I gave him the Dwarf. It was too small. It's a very short bowl. I didn't use it for anything, and since he was just getting started, he'd be able to use it as a tasting pipe and go through a lot of tobaccos more quickly that way. So I gave him the Dwarf. The Shire is my favorite cob. I love the way it looks. It is not my most used cob, however, because of the length. You have to hold this to enjoy it. You can't clench this, and often I'm here in my office smoking while I'm working on things, so it doesn't get the attention that it deserves, but it has my love. Aesthetically, this is my favorite pipe. My Legends, though, again, like I said, they're my workhorse cobs. They get a lot of attention because they're more convenient to smoke. This pickaxe shape with the point at the bottom, one of my favorite shapes. This is one of my favorite briars. Pickaxe shape. This is an Edwards Algerian briar. And then, of course, the recent Bones pipe that was acquired. This is the Meunier ball shape. I just love that point at the bottom of the bowl. It's a great shape, one of my favorites. So, Mark, those are my cobs, and that's my favorite cob. Again, as you can see, if I win this giveaway of yours, that will be a huge step up in my cob collection, and I'll give it a good home. Enjoying a glass of Chianti tonight. Had a charcuterie board with some cheese and crackers and meats this evening, and continuing that into the evening. Probably not the best beverage to go with a Burley, but I had no idea what to expect, so I don't regret it. A soda, a cola soda, anything from root beer, cream soda root beer on the sweet side over to Coke and Pepsi, some rum and Coke, some Jack and Coke. That would go really well with this. Next order of business. I won second place in Stillypapabear's giveaway recently. His It's About Time giveaway that Gary did recently. Um, he did the drawing, and the deal was that the first prize winner got to choose the second prize winner. And the first prize winner was Brandywine Valley Piper, Brendan. And the method he used to choose me as his second place was that he just looked in the comments on Gary's video and he chose the last person that commented before he saw that he had won. And that happened to be me. So it was my lucky day. Thank you so much, Brendan. And thank you so much, Gary, for this. I wanted to share this box opening on camera. So here we go. I'll speed up this part where I open the box. All right, here we go. It's open. Very well packed, Gary. Thank you. Did a great job with this. Gary, I love your cards. These are great. Thank you. Congrats, Jeffrey. Enjoy your winnings. Gary. So cool. Great idea. I love that. Okay. Oh, wow. It's one of Doug's Tampers, the Michigan Piper from Rust Belt Pipes. The weight on that is great. I was just listening to Gary this morning. He was talking about how the weight of these is perfect for tamping a pipe with, and I can totally feel that now. That is so cool. This is the first non-tri-tool tamper that I own in my collection. And Gary, I'm very happy to have received it from you. And something that Doug did, having just completed the Paladin Challenge. This is super cool. Doug was the very first Paladin Challenger and challenge taker, I should say. That is perfect. Some Peterson pipe cleaners. Very nice. And these are the thin, they're tapered. Perfect. And these are smaller than the ones that I have. These are great. This will be perfect for my my Dr. Graybo Omega. The mouthpiece opening on that is super tiny, and it's hard to find pipe cleaners that fit. And these will be perfect for that. And we have some tobacco. Boswell's Christmas cookie. Ooh. You can smell it through the bag. That's delicious. I have very little experience with Boswell's. I'm pretty sure I've had one or two things. I can't think of what they are off the top of my head. Or maybe I have them, but I haven't smoked them yet. But wow, that one is going to be a pleasure. American Cherry Vanilla. Nice. Gowith and Hogarth. I know what I'm going to be doing with this. This is going to be making some more X1X blend. Now I just need to get my hands on a pouch of the Aaron Moore mixture. You know what? I might actually try mixing it with Aaron Moore Flake. That might end up being too sweet, but you never know till you try, right? Cool. Thank you for that opportunity, Gary. Holy moly. This is delicious stuff. I already know that that's amazing. Ooh. We'll save the pipe for last, and it probably is. Yep, that's excellent packing. Thank you. I am super excited. So Gary had purchased some pipes from MBSD, and I do not have anything from MBSD yet. This is my first item from them. I've heard a lot of great things. There we go. Very nice tissue paper here. double wrapped, making me work for it. Good to know that it's well cared for. Very nice pipe sock. That is great material. Wow, those guys got some class. And here we go. Gary, that accent piece, the texture on that, very cool. Saddle bit stem. Non-filter, just the way I like it. That mortise and tenon fit is gorgeous. There is no way that that is going to gurgle. There is nowhere for moisture to build up in those junctures. The rim, lightweight. Beautiful pipe, Gary. I can't see what this says in the light. MBSD Briar. That's probably the location that it's made from. So this is an MBSD pipe. Wow, I didn't realize that they made their own pipes. I'm gonna have to give them a closer look. The fit of that stem is impressive. Very cool juncture. Gary, thank you. Brendan, thank you. Wow. Brendan, I'm super excited to see what your package looks like. Super generous, Gary. Thank you so much. Wow. Wow. Time to enjoy some smoke and a drink and relax a little bit. Holy moly. So the last order of business this evening is another VR for Rick over at Double O Pipe. He is celebrating his 1,000 subscriber milestone and celebrating with a giveaway. And he asked us to share a story from our childhood that he thinks we would all enjoy hearing, that you all would enjoy hearing from me or the presenters, whomever is doing the VR. I wish I was better at telling stories. Rick has the corner on storytelling in the YTPC. He is so enjoyable to listen to, and it's been great seeing Rick post more regularly over these last few weeks. He's really been getting into cigars, and it's fun to see him do that, especially knowing that he kind of had an aversion to them from a young age. It's really fun to see him explore that now. So, my parents were divorced when I was about 11, and my dad was MIA for quite a few years. And around the age of 15, he came back around and was a little more present. Phone calls, his work was bringing him back to where we were living at the time. And he invited me to come visit him and his wife. His wife was pregnant with their first child. His second wife was pregnant with their first child. And it was summer break. I was open to creating some sort of a relationship with him. Hopefully, I was willing to explore that. And so I flew up to where he was living in Ketchikan, Alaska. And he is a helicopter mechanic still to this day. And he was working for a helicopter team that was working for a logging outfit at that time. And it was in the Southeast Alaska region, just not on the island where Ketchikan is. So I flew up there to spend about a month over my summer break with him. And while I was there, he invited me to come out and stay with him at the logging camp that he was working at. And, you know, I grew up in the city, really grew up without a father. I did not grow up around men, let's put it that way. I was outside of church and, you know, the men's group. And, you know, I was a teenager, so I wasn't really in the men's group, but, you know, I was around boys my age, but nothing manly. I wasn't into sports. I was into music, singing. I was into theater because my girlfriends were into theater and I could sing. So, you know, if I wanted to spend time with my girlfriends after school, I did theater stuff with them. But, you know, my dad is a handyman. He's a mechanic. So it was a very different world. And I, again, very open to the opportunity to learn and be exposed to these things. It was a really cool opportunity. So I flew out with him to his week-long stint at the logging camp for the week. He was like a week on, week off at that point or something. And while I was there with him, there was a logging show, and all of the loggers wanted to take the day off and go participate in the local logging show. So we wake up that morning, and I thought we were going to go walk to the car to go to the logging show because that's just where everybody was going. But he and the pilot start veering off the other direction, and I was really confused and just started following them. And then he picks up a tackle box, hands it to me, picks up some fishing poles, hands them to me, and he asked me to follow them. And again, I'm walking and I don't see a car. And then we turn a corner and there's a helicopter. And I was just flabbergasted. So here I am, 15. I'd never been fishing in my life. That wasn't something that I was around. There was no influence like that in my life. So we get in a helicopter. First time in a helicopter, mind you, as well, which was just freaking gorgeous. It was flying over the small islands in the southeast Alaskan chain just off of Canada. It's breathtaking views. And we're flying for maybe 20 minutes or so, and the pilot starts circling around a island that comes up to a peak, and there's a lake in the top of this island. So it was kind of like volcanic shaped, and right in the middle of it was an island. The island was probably 30 feet by 30 feet. It was pretty circular, but there's a decent area. He landed on the island. Me and my dad hopped out. The pilot didn't hop out. He flew away. And I wasn't quite sure what to think about that. There was a part of me that was so overwhelmed by the coolness of the experience, but just being left in the middle of nowhere, absolute nowhere, to fish with my dad, whom I didn't know very well. such a cool memory, such a cool experience that, was, I don't want to say it was wasted on me at that age, but, I knew it was something really, really special, but so many fishermen and people that love fishing would have just, they would die for that kind of opportunity. Anyway, my dad helps me prepare the line. I don't even know the verbiage. I still don't fish to this day, so forgive me if I really destroy any fish lingo here, fishing terminology. He puts on the lures, he puts the bait and tackle on, and we start casting, and we start reeling in, and our first lure snag. We do it again, our second lure snag, and we're just breaking line left and right. So apparently this island has a shelf. And so we were casting out, dragging back, and it was catching on the shelf. So our fishing time was very unfruitful. But, here we are. We ate lunch, and we see the pilot come back. The helicopter flies around, but he lands on the far shore. And my dad gave me some binoculars. I looked over, and there's a cabin over there on the shore. And I see the pilot pull a boat over to the water. He rows over, and he picks up me and my dad. We hop in the boat, and then we start paddling back. And my dad is just dragging a line behind the boat. And we snagged something about halfway back. I shouldn't say snag, but something bites. We get a bite on the line, and we obviously stopped paddling and helped him pull it in, and it was the largest rainbow trout I had ever seen in my life. The thing was huge. No fishing experience, but I've seen trout in pictures with friends and everything. This thing was big, and it was gorgeous. I mean, just the sparkles off that thing was amazing. So luckily we had a net. We get it in the boat, and we rowed back to the shore, got on the plane, went home, and being at the logging camp, they have a cook, and the pilot asked the cook if they would make that fish for us that night, and it was amazing. That will stay with me forever. The fishing excursion of any fisherman's dream. Anyway, I don't have words. So, Rick, I hope that is story enough to qualify for your giveaway. I always enjoy listening to your stories. Thank you for sharing them with us. You are a master storyteller. Keep it up. And we'll do this again at 1,500 subscribers? 2,000 subscribers? Because it's coming. Your channel is wonderful. Thank you so much. The Burley Flake was getting a hard cap on it, so I just kind of broke that up, and now it's lighting much better. Caught myself. I was about to stoke the pipe with my fingers, and I've done that before, and I regretted it. So there's definitely something sugary added to this when they press it to make the flake. This is not just pure burley. There's something to it to give it that for it to get that hard caramelized layer, just like a Virginia flake would. Whatever they use, very subtle. Probably a molasses would be my guess, to complement the nuttiness of the burley. It doesn't make it too sweet, but just gives it a little bit of a sweetness, probably enough to just shift the pH a little bit, and to act as a binder when they're pressing it into flakes. Well, this has been a long video. Thank you for staying with me for this. Remember, life with a pipe is better than without. Bye for now.